Code Blue Chaos. Written by Alexis Lumpkin.
Luna adjusted her cape as she approached the spiral-shaped building of Whispering Pines Mental Institution, where even the front door seemed to have its own peculiar personality. It hiccuped every time someone walked through it. Luna, an 11-year-old with the confidence of a drill sergeant and the patience of a caffeine-fueled squirrel, stomped into Whispering Pines' training room. She has been tasked with teaching CPR to the staff and some patients. Luna goes into the cafeteria to get a cup of hot chocolate and walked right in the middle of a Jell-O fight. She ducked and dodged the Jell-O cups running out of there before a cup made contact. Within 5 minutes of being at Whispering Pines, she realized something horrifying. The staff seemed way crazier than the patients. A nurse with 3 pairs of glasses stacked on her head greeted her.
Are you here to teach us CPR?
Yes, I'm Luna, but now I'm considering saving my own life and running out of here.
Welcome. I'm Dr. Woolington.
His hair looked as if he was freshly electrocuted.
We are pleased you are here to teach us CPR. Young Luna. Hello, Luna. Nice to finally meet you. Your reputation for teaching CPR to unusual audiences precedes you. Last month, you taught a group of circus clowns who kept fainting dramatically during practice.
Before Luna could respond, someone cartwheel walked past them upside down.
I'm Nurse Topsy-Turvy. The classroom is this way or that way, depending on your perspective.
Luna followed her new escorts down a corridor where the wallpaper changed patterns every few steps, from polka dots to stripes to tiny dancing elephants. They arrived at a room where several patients and staff sat in chairs arranged in a perfect spiral, all facing a CPR mannequin in the center. Luna approached the seemingly ordinary CPR mannequin, but just as she was about to begin her introduction, Mr. Heartbeat sat up straight and adjusted his blue scrub outfit.
Finally, someone who can teach me how to save lives properly. Do you know how boring it is just lying here all day?
Luna didn't miss a beat.
Well, Mr. Heartbeat, you're actually supposed to be the one helping us practice.
It's not fair that everybody else gets to practice, and I just lie there like a dummy.
Now. There, Mr. Heartbeat. We don't use the D word here. It's very insensitive to mannequin kind.
I have an idea, Murdoch Heartbeat. What if you and I teach the class together? You can demonstrate what it feels like when someone does CPR correctly, and that way, everyone will learn better. In fact, we can teach each other something today. Nurse Topsy-Turvy, would you show them how to check for breathing from an upside-down perspective? Sometimes we may need to help someone in an unusual position.
The conference room was a scene of controlled chaos. Nurse Joy was attempting to teach a potted plant the Macarena. Luna felt her carefully planned lesson slipping away, but then she noticed something surprising. Despite their bizarre approaches, the staff was engaging with the material. What followed was perhaps the most unusual CPR class ever conducted. Mr. Heartbeat demonstrated proper chest compression depth by calling out, "Too soft," or just right as they practiced.
30 compressions and 2 breaths. 30 compressions and 2 breaths. Over and over until help comes. By George, I think I've got it.
It's always better to work together.
Mr. Heartbeat, I think we did it. Everyone is working together and learning the lessons.
You know, Luna, sometimes the best way to learn it to make it your own. I once taught psychiatric evaluation techniques through interpretive puppet shows.
As the class came to an end, Mr. Heartbeat looked at Luna.
You know, I thought I just wanted to learn CPR, but you taught me something even more important. Everyone has something valuable to teach, even a mannequin like me. Sue, same time next week?
Of course, as long as you're working for free. Just kidding.
Seems like you learned an important lesson today, Luna.
Thank you for the hot cocoa, Dr. Bennett. I always thought being a good instructor meant having all the answers, but sometimes it means helping others find their own way to the answer.
That's what makes you special, Luna. You're not just teaching CPR, you're teaching people. And sometimes, the most heroic thing we can do is understand.
Great job, young Luna. What a show you put on. Same time next year?
Of course, superheroes don't get ready. We stay ready. Code Blue Chaos. What a mess we made, but it was worth making new friends. Now who is going to clean up all this confetti?
Luna stood in her bedroom staring out of the window. She was mentally preparing next year's lesson plan. After all, she had a reputation to maintain as the most adaptable junior CPR instructor in the state.